approximately 17. Anyways, I'm trying to buy Nioh on the Japanese PSN. And I got the whole... I stopped everything yesterday. Like the whole... Japanese account. So on. Except it's buying stuff. The actual... Because you have to pretty much buy Japanese yen rights for the PlayStation Network. So you can't use your credit card and have a Japanese credit card. Which I find is pretty stupid. But anyway, and so on. And this morning then I was looking at buying the game. I was going to buy it after I've been at town and some interviews on to this day. And when I got home, they had removed, so you couldn't actually buy the game anymore. And I looked some internet so you actually can't buy the game right now. Nioh Automata. On the Japanese you have to wait because you have some pre-order, and obviously I missed out on the pre-order then, but I don't care that much about it because it's like some random skins and I really don't care. Honestly, I wanted to wait actually and let people play this for a bit, just like an hour or so. I knew that they actually worked in the PAL and blah 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 and the right language and all that crap. I felt that was more worth it than getting some random skin that I never can use anyway. But no, you can't buy it, so that turned out to be a huge mistake. So I planned to stream Nioh, maybe let's say 3-4 hours ago, but I haven't been able to see the pricing on the PSN Japanese version. If you go for example the European version, I can see the pricing, but also then it's released in 2 weeks. So it's not the same game, or it's not the same thing, right? Yeah, because this morning before I went out, then I had pricing, and then when I returned, the pricing was gone, and it's been gone for the last like 6 or so hours. So I suppose something like that. So that's that's really annoying. But anyway, I'm gonna do like a quick stream now here. It's kind of late here. It's actually like a wind. Yeah, so this is probably... Wait, wasn't he called something else before? Or is that... Oh god, I thought he was the... What was they gonna call him D? Wasn't he? Yeah, Nioh, yeah, so... Wasn't he that in there? Oh, okay, this is confusing. Anyway, yeah, before we go then... Oh, you can... Oh, this is where you use the... What kind of... thing, yeah. So anyway... No, let's okay with that. Pledge, so I'm gonna pick a clan now. And depending on how much you kill, I guess you raise your value. Interesting, I liked how the balance is. It even said that this clan here is like 5 or 6. So it's 5, right? 5 members. That means it's thousands of members, but like it's a very popular clan. It's just 1 member, right? It's not very popular at all. And I like how they balanced this part in the game here, because it clearly said that if you have a clan, which is you have pledged to, and no one has pledged that clan, and you get some rewards, right? Because you get rewards if you look at ranking here. You get some rewards if you play this game, and you can see here that the Toyotomi is leading, followed by Furata, followed by Tokugawa, followed by Date. It's very classic like Japanese clans. If you play like European charges, you can play Date and so on. It's classic clans. I usually have the Date clan actually as my one of my last worker, as my Gmail, one of my symbols of my Gmail. That's the Date clan, and I guess it has like the Takeda clan. I can't see it. Might be seen by this time and so on. And to go obviously it's kind of Winden. That's what more. But anyway, I find it very interesting because if you are part of this clan, this is probably the best clan because it's the most, by far the most player, I suppose. That's huge scoring. It's probably the most people playing that. And then the other red or white. However, your reward is worse. So if you want to be super hardcore, you want to join like this clan probably. In the absolute bottom, and make that work. Then you're gonna get better reward for it if your side wins and the blue side wins, white side. This should be called the blue clan because it's blue here. Yeah, that is pretty stupid. Like, why is it called the white side? I mean, sure they have white there with the names, and the other names is red, but wouldn't it be better to be like having white there then? And the score is white. So yes, why is it blue? Why is it blue here? I'm guessing they want the corners blue and red, but wouldn't that be called a blue clan? And then they have like blue. Anyway, so that's interesting. Don't care about that. But I don't really care about that army, whatever. What I want is a clan that is either boosting my ninjutsu or like this clan, the Kobikawa clan. Because Kusarigama can make my so it's 5% better key for Kusarigama, more backstab damage. I have a lot of backstab bonuses. So obviously I do huge damage from the behind, you know, I'm a ninja, right? So 2 kamas of course, a symbol. I should have my 2 kamas. I should have them behind me. Okay, let's go and get my 2 kamas. Yeah, I should have my 2 kamas behind me. That would be, if you're gonna join this clan. Because I actually recently found my old 2 kamas. So I used to have martial arts, right? And I used to have, of course I have 2 kamas. It's a real actual steel, right? And obviously I had 2 kamas, of course. Or else I can't play a ninja, right? If you have 2 kamas. Let's hang up here. Remember how much shit that's me. No, I want to be screen, right? I want to be super ridiculous with this. I mean, obviously Nioh is better game for me than Nioh in that sense. I mean, I love Platinum games. I even interviewed Hideki Mai once and so on, so I'm usually biased fan as I apply for jobs several times, but obviously more for ninja game is more my cup of tea. Let's see if I can hang them somewhere where they won't fall off, while I also sit comfortable. Because hanging them behind me here in my chair, that would be super. Maybe if I do this. Oh yeah. No, I feel like I'm gonna play. This is horrible. Yes, like this. If I'm gonna join a ninja clan, I have to have the ninja friend with me. Now actually it's fun weapons because these been missing for me. My kamas here. I had them since I was like, let's say 15. So they're actually more than 10 years old. This is very high quality, made in Japan, right? Top quality actually. But that's nice. Because I used them for years, right? But they also have a hole down here so you can actually get the chain in them. And I have the Kusuru and the Kusuru chain somewhere in that remote here. But anyway, so these were gone for me. Pretty much like I thought they were lost or something like that for, let's say like 5 years or something. For many years. And then I tried to find my passport, I think, yeah, my passport. And I was going to England or something like that. And so I was going through some, some moving package, whatever, right, from my mother, which I didn't take my passport, but maybe it's fallen down or some crack something. I looked through everything, I couldn't find it, and then I found. No, remember. No, this is how it was. I tried to find my PS3 power cable, so that's why I went through all those boxes. But while doing so, first I found my passport, which had been gone for like 2 months. So it's like, oh, that's my passport is. Okay, nice. And then I found these things before I found the power cable. That's right. So they were in some box. I probably lying there probably for years. So I have those that I'm used here next to me. So yeah, so this double kama here definitely feels like a. It's probably what we're going to join, right? And I would assume that the game has something similar for other weapons. I don't know, so I have to just quickly go through them here in this stream and quickly just iterate, say what to say about them. But however, I hope people can enjoy this. But I think it's interesting to look at the popularity of each clan, and we can say, because it's interesting on the design part. It's like everyone hates this shit. This is why. So, but let's go them in order. Let's go like left to right. Should we right to left side? No, let's do left to right then. Let me Japanese and go right and go to the reverse, right? But okay, let's start here. Interesting. Because if you press down, I press down now, nothing happens. Left, but if I press right, it goes around. And if you press up here, nothing happens. But if I left, it go down. So it feels like up and down to me. Should be the same thing. But yeah, okay. So Oda clan, that's a Nobunaga Oda clan. I guess he's dead. He should be dead in the stories, but he's I would say probably Tokugawa, Eizo, Oda, Nobunaga are the two most famous warlords in Japanese history, right? If you play Civilization right now, Civ 6, Oda Nobunaga is the that's Takeover. In the fifth game and like 1 to 5,
That's Uda, but only in this game it's not Uda. So that was horribly explained. That was horrible. The only game where you can play Uda, I think, is a newer Civ game. In all other Civ games, you're always playing Uda. And now you're playing the Tokugawa clan instead. He's the guy that beat oh god, the Mongols, of course, when they arrived. The Kamikaze and so on, the Divine Wind. So anyway, he has some kind of enemy. Yeah, I think what the waves is like enemy confusion. I think no one cares about that. It's like a niche team. You throw some stuff at them. I think no one in the right mind. It feels like no one. Something is like blindness. I know that this clan. I think I looked at it last time. This clan in the bottom. Oh, you can see the player. I hope we can see its stats, but so you can. But I think that clan is like blinding power or something, which no one bothers. It's like you throw it and only works to get ranged users, but then you have to actually reach them too. So it sounds just horrible. I haven't even learned it because I know how bad it is, but it sounds really bad. So you have to go into melee range to kind of nullify, or not melee, but you know, like almost melee to nullify a ranged user. That's like, just punch him, and he just punched him instead, right? Why would I do that? Completely uninteresting for me. My camera's sitting up here, by the way. To move the camera more. Yeah, completely uninteresting for me. This one is, well, yeah, this one sounds super good. And everyone loves this clan. It's like prevent death. So I guess you somehow you don't die if you have like one life left or something. But it sounds like super overpowered. So that can't be how it works. Critical condition. It must be that you know what it probably does? It probably works like if you fall down and stuff like that. You probably can't die from like fall damage or so on. Probably only kills you if you have low key. So yeah, that is actually really good. And also boosts your elixir there. So super reliable. Super reliable. Sounds overpowered. That's crazy. Like both of the skills are very good, right? If you join that clan. And this I think is second most popular. And yeah, it's number 1 now. Or I think no, yeah, that's the most popular blue one, the white battle, which of course is more experience, more money. Well, I don't think that's good actually. I think yeah, okay, more experience sounds good, but I think that more money to me seems to be pretty crappy in the game. You can see my money right now is up here, been out in the menu, but the money thing is not that good. I think it is not that good. Yeah, this is for the spear user then. I don't have a spear, unfortunately. I don't own a spear. I used to have several staffs and so on, but I don't have a spear. Like a Naginap or something. I would like to have if then. What's the next thing there? Close combat. I hate this kind of role in the game. But I wish you could like stop them so you could read them, you know. So close combat attack when surrounded. Okay, that's interesting. So it's better for the spear, I guess. You know, you want to get in there and do some crazy stuff, right? No keys consumption. With Liam. Actually, that sounds good actually. But yeah, you need to leave weapon to kind of work for you now. Actually, let's do this thing because it's gonna be annoying if you read like this. This is the one I want probably because it's better karmas, right? Obviously, this will be the best thing for me, and also better, you know, backstab damage, which is of course something that I am really good at. So that would be like around like 8%. So then I will do huge backstab damage. Also very good, you avoid stuff, but the second thing sounds like, yeah, you level your weapon faster. That's very uninteresting, I think. I think it's very uninteresting. That is similar thing with like your weapon is better. And you're bad against limits, not really bad. You know, this thing is interesting, is the first thing there. So you take less damage as long as you are attacking. But it's very good if you're a tanky character. And also you're better, you do like 10% more earth damage, so I guess you want an earth spirit as well. Anything that limits you to elemental is probably bad actually in the game, right? So you need to use either that magic version or that spirit, or probably both of them, to have the best effect of it. And as soon as an enemy is not weak against earth, then you're screwed, right? So I can see why it isn't that popular. It doesn't sound very good. This one is super bottom. Yeah, so another one of the elements. Actually, that sounds much better. So all if we spell, like this is 10%, but this is 5% for every elemental. That's not much better to me personally. It's better with all the elementals and some little weapon shit. You know, Okay, so it's only for sword. Because the first thing sounds really good actually. 4% more damage to yokai. That is great. That is better than, you know, like 8% behind damage. Because there's obviously only one attack. However, though, it has to be sword. Then it's grapple though. Key renegation, that sounds good, yeah. Like, it's a lot, 30% too. But this thing I don't get. Close combat attack damage. Damn, camp about to fall. Yeah, I don't get the parentheses there. Camp about to fall? I have no idea what that means, to be honest. I have no idea. I wish someone could tell me. No one's asking me anything. I have no idea what that actually means. Yeah, I don't know what it means at all. This one is, I think, is the most unpopular in the whole game. Or very bottom, it's like bow damage. I guess that is horrible because you sometimes you get a few bow shots in, but it's very hard. Actually, for me, as I have high dexterity, that would actually be pretty good for me. I could probably utilize that actually as one of the few players that, not few players, but like I play that maximized dexterity. So I could probably use it pretty good, but you see that the water also has boulders. So it's like only for your archery, and it just sounds really horrible. Like this thing is. That's plus 10, so that's 10 damage. It sounds so bad. Yeah, this is a hand cannon. Likewise sounds horrible. Lightning damage. Speed reduction. This is interesting. This is actually interesting. This could be something for me. No one else needs to pick it, but this could be a good thing. So those are bombs, you know. Those are bombs. Kaika Dama and Horuka Dama, that's Dama, that's a bomb, right? So those are the actual bomb abilities. And I have a lot of bombs, right? I'm a ninja player, I have a lot of bombs. That is actually 50% target bombs could be something great for me. And also then you get 7% more damage versus strong enemies. Like bosses, bosses at least, and probably some other yokais. That's the first thing I think as a ninja thing. The thing here is, you know, better karmas, right? So obviously like a ninja thing, but this is the first thing that's boosting your ninja tools. I want something that's like ninjutsu please plus 50 something. That would be great, something like, you know, boosting your shuriken and so on. Damage halved. Oh, okay, I get it. So if you hit, when you're full life and you hit, then you take less damage the first time. Pretty good actually. You can probably make you survive a few attacks from some enemies. That's like one shot you otherwise. And just like more skill damage. So it's pretty good. No key consumption. Oh, that's very interesting. I'm not saying it's good, but you can like recover your ally. I guess fast or something when you multiplayer. The first multiplayer based clan there. That's pretty cool. So here I think I need a red demon armor. So it sounds quite limited in that sense if you don't have it, but close combat attack, yeah, if you have it, pretty good. Oh, this is interesting. This is actually very interesting. 100%. So this means that if you use an elixir, you also remove poison and so on, right? That is literally what it means, right? So if you have everything, elixir is both an antidote, so on and so forth. You remove all of the crap on you, so it boosts your elixir a lot, and also gives you like a defense buff after you use elixir. So it's boosting your elixir a lot, basically. And this is like, yeah, this is a gun thing. It's like, yeah, boosting your gun with wind damage, like the other thing was with your bow, and also the master. I guess it's purely a gun-based thing. Things that you can only shoot like once or twice at an enemy. That is very, very hard to get away, especially with the master and the cannon. Both it has some chance, so it's horrible. Living weapons, durability. Yeah, this is another one boosting your, like how they are next to there, I think. Yeah, it's another one boosting your ally. Visitor, death, yeah. So that's the observation. Close combat attack. Okay, only against the enemy with no key. Dash attack bonus. Interesting if you play quite quickly that one. Elixir burst. I don't know what that means, but I guess you do something to quickly the elixir. So a little better. Also an ally thing. Life bonus. Okay, so you next to an allies camp. That's the camp thing, I guess. Because something else mentioned camp, right? Yeah. So this is only good then when your camp is about to go out, I suppose. Then you can use that. It sounds really bad in the game. It sounds really bad. Now I'm going to call Skype here and answer it. But I kind of want to actually. It's kind of late. So let's just do this thing. I'm going to call this my review of the clan thing. So let's just finish this thing as a short stream here. Cause this thing here sounds pretty bad too. Yeah, I don't know. Like most of them sound pretty bad actually. Right? I mean, I can understand that it's a lot of like you can really see how the list is going, you know, upwards, and it's kind of binding itself right in the upper corner, right? There's a few of them being very favorized because if you look at it, this is like 1 1 1 2 2 2 1 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2, and then it's like, you know, 3 3 4 4 5 5. So you know it's very few that like very popular, and the rest of them are pretty unpopular, right? The rest of them see what's the difference here. Yeah, this is very similar, right? There's a difference here though, but I mean they are very like they're quite close there. Most of them in the middle. So yeah, so close combat. Only with axe, okay. So an axe thing, solar axe thing. Fire damage. That would probably work for me actually, because most stuff you use is fire based, right? So pretty good. Reduce stats, limit duration. Yeah, actually I want to not turn off the stream, but I have to check if Nioh is finally able to buy Nioh again, so I could buy it and have it prepared for the mortgages, because it's like 12 here soon. But if I can not only during the night, well actually I have like really good internet, but I mean even so, even so, that would be useful if I can do it. Or else I'd be like, if I have to wait for a few more days to get it down, then I use probably to get a European version anyway. It's gonna be like $30 cheaper with pre-order then, so it's probably worth like $25 cheaper. So yeah, huge money saving at least. It matters so much, but I mean it's better. Reduce status and limit reduction, dash usage, enemy blindness. We actually remember, I think this is the last day of Overwatch when I'm recording this here, so I probably should answer that Skype call and play Overwatch, because this is the last day, so I want to get higher up in the rankings. I think that's probably what they call me. But anyway, enemy blindness extended. Yeah, this thing is the most hated, I think, one of the absolute worst. But it sounds so bad too, because you have to use that thing then. You have to use the thing that kind of throws like this kind of, you know, the powder in the face, something like that. And yeah, like it's 4% better, but it's like you wanna use that? It just sounds so horrible. This one actually sounds really good. 40 plus luck. Yeah, like a second spade. Yeah, it sounds really good. This is a lot more items. It's like a plain. Okay, here's a lot more luck, lot more items to you, and silver time. I guess is that you have better. You sell stuff for better money, I suppose. like why would you pick this thing? Like the game is so weird sometimes. Like why would you ever this two like, why would you ever pick Murakami over Furuta, right? Because this is plus 40 luck, this is plus 10 luck if you are a pirate and the water damage. This is horrible. That should be like plus 100 luck if you are a pirate and 10 the water damage, right? Because why would they just pick 40 luck? If probably I would say that luck thing is the best thing of either of these 4 bits, right? So it's like, yeah, 40 luck. Obviously no one's gonna pick this thing. Everyone's gonna pick this thing instead. This thing is much better, right? Why would you pick the lower one? So it's 30 less luck, even if you pirate armor. So that is bad. That's bad design. I mean, this thing here should be having more luck. Even though the water damage is better than Silver Tongue, I mean, if you have to have a pirate armor set on you, that should be better. Like, come on. It really should. High stance. That's the spear thing. If you like spear, probably it's bare hand. Well, it's boosting your bad hand, your without weapon hugely actually. That's probably the only thing. If you want to beat this game without any weapons, that is probably what you need to do then. 70% boosted. So I guess that's the way you can do it. Otherwise, it's like a really shitty spear thing. Well, it has the high stat. It's probably okay, I guess, if you're using spear. You probably I don't use the spear that much, but you probably get like pretty high slots. So change to life. So it's a lot more life and Heavy armor. The flower symbol, yeah, classic. Oh yeah, okay, it's a magic one. Yeah, you know, it's quite popular. Not super popular, but yeah, it's like in the top 2 clans there because it says if you're playing magic, that sounds good. This is what I'm looking for the ninja. I want this thing pretty much, but 40 plus ninjutsu. That's the clan I'm gonna join. Probably range, what's that bonus? Close combat type purification percentage. So yeah, and doesn't have that. The game doesn't have that. So what the fuck? See, this is what I'm afraid of because I'm looking through the thing. And I'm like, why doesn't the game have that? Did you boosting your ninja? Like, why is nothing that is like, you know, you wanna throw your stuff? Like, why is something that boosting this thing? Right? When you wanna throw your karma and so on. It's kind of weird. Like, why? They have one for magic, and I also feel that my news is pretty overpowered right now for my level, but still, shouldn't that be up to me if I want to improve my my knives, my knives and so on? Should it be up to me? I don't really get it. Human clothes come. Oh, dual sword. I do have dual sword, but mission reward increase. But it usually is. You do get gold and so on, but you usually get items. That's what you want. So that sounds really bad. Otherwise, better dual sword is pretty good, but only against humans, which usually easy enemies. So that is not that good. So you can see why it isn't that high. High stance for everything. That is probably I've been high stance all the time, you know. I use that thing when you can throw out Kustrigama all the time. But this is mainly used a lot more key right for Kustrigama and backstab damage. That's so pretty bad for me because I used a lot of that. Enemy defeated in close combat. What do I say? Self. Okay, heal. That sounds bad. So there is no samurai clan that care about the ninja. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's like purification. You remove the yokai pool. There's nothing cares about that. If we quickly look at the best things, we have the Toyotomi. This one is more experience. Furata is the one I mentioned with more items then, because you have 40 more luck. Popular. To go away, of course, this sounds really overpowered actually, with the like survive and stuff. Date, where's Date? Isn't Date the circle? This is no, that's well, now that's Ashikage. That for me is like Date. It's my first. Yeah, but I think of the circle. That for me usually is Date. Huh. I could swear that this should be Date. Well, not this particular one, but like a similar circular one. But all of this one is really weird actually. A circle. Well, maybe I think of older Date. I'm gonna Google this afterwards because this sounds. This kind of peacock thing, yeah, this doesn't do it at all. Like this one, I would say one of the most common. This one, of course, Udan of Nagi, the flower you recognize. It's a very classic one. This other flower also. This one you see a lot and so on. Right? You see some of the symbols. Some of this one, the classic well. The Murikana with the Kana there. Yeah. Okay, so it's boosting living weapons. Kobaya Kayama. I wish you could press here, and it would be cool if you could read them here, right? Up there, I guess, use like. What did I press the thing? No, it's just probably just like updating online, right? This is comparing it, how it's moving. It's pretty cool though, because obviously the clans are specified around where they are in the real world, right? So it's like you can see how they're growing to the left. Like this class here is big now, because the Date clan is north of Tokyo today. So I think, right, so you can see it. It's too bad there's an update on the right side there when you press it, but I think it's up there. So that'd be pretty cool if it's so updated here as well. Like if that place would be highlighted on the map, that'd be really cool. Kobei Kayama. That's what I don't know. Oh, that's what I'm probably gonna use. Wait, that's one in 8th place, then this was in 5th place here. Huh? I mean, clearly it's higher up than what they say here. Shimasu. And it's Shima. There's two, yeah, it's a different one, yeah. Shimasu and Shima. Look at that one. Let's go and look at top 10. It's interesting, this whole thing here. There is Shimasu. That one sounds crazy, like you have to do... Well, it's probably the key regular I think about. Must be Mada. Not Mada, right? Not over. Yeah, that one sounds good if you use a sword. 4% more damage against Yokai. That is really good, like, because Yokai is what you care about. So that sounds really good if you're a sword user. Satake. So I saw them earlier, did up here somewhere. Miss it. That's... what the hell was it? Yeah. That one sounds good even for me. Because I'm using high stance a lot, right? Like when I use my Kusriyama, I'm usually in this stance, right? I go up here, and I'm very rarely down here, and I'm very rarely down there. If it's like I usually go from, you know, like up stance to lower stance, and very rarely I can't sit up, yeah, very rarely do I use this stance, the middle stance. That's really my thing. I don't think that's that good because but I really like lie high and low. So this thing sounds actually good because usually high stance a lot. So that's pretty good. I'm gonna go to the top 10 here, and then we have I think it's Lee. Where's E? I'm sure if that is a double I. Probably it's E. It could be, yeah. Well, E sounds more Japanese than Lee actually, so. But I can't really say that I know the clan history-wise. Oh yeah, this red armor thing. But you need a specific set bonus thing. But I guess it's probably really good if you have it. And the last one is Honda. Classic clan. I think they're up here, I think they're down here somewhere. But yeah, so if you have like this weird. No, it's kind of weird how you up and down there anyway, yeah. It's probably not easy to see from a viewer here at Honda. Yeah, that thing sounds interesting if you want to survive. So anyway, I'm going to quickly say what I think is the best one. Then Tokugawa Port is the best one actually. That one tested, that sounds crazy. And also it sounds super survival. Sounds super good actually. And obviously these two are both. One of them is like you know, use more experience and some gold that I don't care about, but more experience. The other one is more items, so they're both like this grindy buffing thing, right? But also you can see Tokugawa is super. Oh, Tokugawa is there. That one is experience, which is super popular. Tokugawa is just down there with the live thing, and then this one is more items. So both these things, like the grindy things, is popular things. It's very interesting. And then you have Tadate here. I think it's the. And that was, of course, the living weapons. Yes, I guess it's the only thing that boosting your durability of them plus 100, so they're actually lasting for a lot longer time. So if you're playing with the durability style, and there are a couple of durability spirits so on, then one is probably by far the best one if you really care about that. But yeah, actually this one is in the middle pack, and that thing shows a lot because this one sounds really good. 40 plus in either like magic or Jutsu sounds really, really strong, but you have to be a magic user. It kind of shows you, if you look at Akachi here, they kind of shows you about how many players in the percentage focusing on magic, right? Because if you're a magic player, this thing sounds really overpowered. They haven't even, they don't even have one for ninja, like we only have for magic. Ninja would be really good, this one I want, and they don't even have that one, so yeah, right, so this one is, I wouldn't say it should be higher. I think that's pretty much, it's gonna be what it is based on how many people are using that type of playstyle. Then this one is obviously the best one, I think. Definitely. Some other ones that pop up for me quickly again. Damage Fine. Yeah, the Kama one, of course, is probably the best one if you use a key. It's a Kama, quite popular weapon. damage behind. That's kind of interesting because it boosts everything as well. This one here sounds really bad. Like this one sounds like we have to ally. This one sounds really good. If you're a sword user, this one is probably likely the best one by far. Flat 4% more damage to yokai is really good. So yeah, I would recommend this one absolutely for sword user. That sounds amazing. This one sounds insanely horrible. It's lowest rank. Everything that boosts your range weapon. Even I as a dexterity user wouldn't pick these ones, you know, because even if I use dexterity and my bow and my gun and so on do really high damage, I still can get like 1 or 2 shots. The first boss you could shoot a lot, but most bosses you can't shoot them. Like the vampire or whatever, you have no chance in hell getting off those gun attacks or bow attacks. It's absolutely horrible. So this one is useless as really useless, I would say. The same with this one or the other one, hand cannons, so on, they're all like crap. Everything is like elemental base is bad too. You have to really go into that. This one then, that is boosting your bombs only. This is the closest thing you have for a ninja. And I've been using most bombs. I'm kind of inclined taking this one because I always have a lot of bombs. But I rather boost my kunai, my shuriken, plus shuriken, you know, poison shuriken. I rather boost those things. But I think they don't have that because they would be too strong in the game if you're boosting all of those things, because they're much easier to use the quick attack throwing stuff. So they're probably not against that. And then you have a bunch of other crap. Like if you compare this thing then, this one is great for that type of playstyle. But if it's like this thing then with the bombs, I feel like it should be 100% or something. Oh god, why couldn't it make a ninja one? Make it easy for me. I'm gonna pick the common one, but so I love commas, but I use them primarily to help me, you know, use more key, right? So it's like a few levels in key, a heart. So I mean, if I pick this one, that's like gaining, you know, 5%. Yes, 110, 150. You get like 2 per level, so it's pretty much getting like 3 heart level or so. Or a little more, I think. 6, yeah, so like 3.5 heart level. So that is a lot. And some more backstab. And because they have so much backstab boosting, I have like, let's say 25, something like that, you know. So if I hit somebody in the back, right, I already do a huge amount of damage on that. So even more than that, I might kill someone on that. So it's really good if you use the stealthing around and killing them one by one. So I'm happy when I move around. And these things are happening on everything, bosses and so on, more key compared to less like these things, like only strong attacks. But it sounds good as well though. You also get some more damage, so you know this is also, I say, one of the best one, something like that. This one sounds horrible. Like even if I mean, the last thing sounds really horrible. Like that sounds so useless. The first thing is, it's like it's the same thing with one hand sword. You have which yokai, and this is 4%. This is the 4% against demon. No, I mean that's yokai and this is human, and this is like human. I mean you fight some human here and there, but humans are always like you have a few humans, then you get some undead, then you get a real yokai. That's pretty much the kind of how the levels this game works, right? Or you have only humans some station, but very rarely it's like yes, I have like 10% human damage. That's really matters so much. Yeah, and this one, of course, the luck one is super good if you have more items. Like you have this one sounds super useless because even if you have pirate armor, it's much worse than the luck thing there. So that just sounds horrible. However, it counts for your set bonus probably, so you get better set, I guess. The other one and so on. Opposite the magic one. And most here in the middle is like elemental crap. That is good, but the other one here is like they all sound horrible. But this one is, I think, it's like okay, you get better against the low key or zero key, so the execution thing is gonna be better, right? So that has some value to it. It has a lot of value against most of the yokai. The bigger, slower yokai, they usually don't have key. You hit them on range. Actually, it's boosting them a lot, so it's pretty good actually. But the dash attack bonus is kind of annoying. You have to do the dash thing and get some. If you do that kind of playstyle, I guess this is a good one for you. All of the elemental ones sounds really annoying. Like you have to specifically use the guardian, use the magic. You have to really be that. And of course, as soon as you face an enemy that's good against fire, like a fire wheel, it's like, oh yeah, I spent all of my points in the fire. What can you do, right? So I'm gonna do the key thing. Yeah, and that's a counter every my counter. But you could change like once a day or something, but you get no reward and whatever. And also you can set up as well, yeah. But it kind of concludes my my little short clan review here. I think the most of the clans that you saw were, you know, quite like, okay, yeah, that they are. I would say they're pretty badly balanced boss in the game. That's probably the worst thing I've seen in the game so far, honestly, because most of those clans, I could say right away that, okay, these top 10 they are top 10 for a reason. You can easily see that, okay, Tokugawa is really good, 40 more luck sounds really good, you know, 10% more experience points, the Amorita sounds really good. And then you have like 10 luck if you're a pirate. That's like, but then I should better take 40 luck regardless of pirates. That is better even with that. Like if I did this game, I would say like, okay, if you have one thing it's 40 luck, something else has to be like, you know, if you're a pirate you get 50 luck or 60 luck, right? Something has to be better. So that sounds really horrible, even if because that percentage of water damage is very low anyway. So yeah, and everything also has silver times, so you also more money, and yeah, so why would you even care about that? No one is gonna take the pirate thing at all, only for the water damage though. So that's just useless. And many of those like boosting this thing, but only in this situation, yeah, they feel really weak. And you see the most players for going for the passive, just like nothing. I think primarily we can see in this game that nothing really fit the players, their playstyle, which is kind of weird. So I think most people kind of went for like, okay, either more experience or, you know, more items or more abilities, plain better elixir and so on, right? No people went for like few people went for like boosting this weapon or boosting this magic, boosting this jutsu, because I don't know, nothing really fit that good. It's kind of weird how they position it, because nothing, very few of the abilities or class there had a good match even, you know, like spear plus bare-handed, like no, you're not gonna use the bare hand. Either you fight with this or with the spear. You're not gonna go like both of those things. No one is gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna beat the game with no weapon but spear on bosses. Like, no one is gonna do that. No player is gonna do that, right? So it's kind of weird that the Kusugama, for example, this one with the Kama, that actually had like boosting your Kama and boosting your backstab damage, and that is a thing that Kama is good for in the game, and the whole ninjutsu thing is good for backstab damage. So it's like that actually had two passives that actually, you know, synergized and made it, to me, very attractive to pick, right? Where most other thing was like, yeah, this is boosting your axe. And actually the axe one looked okay, like axe plus earth. Okay, we probably played like bull, guardian, axe, and a lot of defense points. So I guess it kinda works. But then you had this dual sword, like dual sword against human, plus something random crap that's nothing to do with dual sword, right? So that felt like no. So that's why a lot of the clans were picked at all, I would say. Where actually the Kama clan was like top 10, right? Like that spot 9 or 10, I think 9 I think was. That actually makes sense to me a lot, because it actually was one of the only clans that actually both of the passives, right, boosted your main weapon and some of the attributes the main weapon has, where the other ones didn't boost. Both of those didn't boost your main weapon or your main playstyle. So that's kind of weird to me. It really didn't feel very balanced, like I said. Like, I'm happy that I'm using a Kama now, because that passive looked good for me, where if I was an axe user I'd be like, I don't want that thing, but I guess I pick 5% better axe. But if I was a dual sword primary user I'd be like, I guess against human is the best, but I would rather have, for example, 5% against yokai, and the other thing wouldn't be useful. So it'd be like, well, I'm better against human, now dual sword is better than nothing, right? So yeah, it felt like a lot of the classes, half the classes easily were useless. It felt like a few of them, and you know, were pretty good, and then very few were like very particularly good, like the Omio Mage clan. And I looked for like a Nioh clan. They are none. They only had one that was in your bombs, which seems it's like, that's the worst. That's the worst. You can look at my item quickly here, right? If you can shoot items. So these are both these things then, like the, you know, the Dama bombs. And I actually have like 6 of them too, so I would benefit a lot from them. I probably one of the few players that had a lot of bombs, so I was thinking of picking it, but I felt like, I don't know, bombs are okay to use, but they didn't boost the third bomb, and I would rather, as I mentioned, I much rather boost the Shuriken or the Kunai, which is much easier to use, and you can spam it. This one is more like a lot of enemies just throw it and hope I don't die. This one is good against bosses as well though, but these things here are much more, you know, efficient, right? So it felt like they probably didn't get the player, give the player the Shuriken buff, because that would be too good. So they were like, now we can't give them like 10% Shuriken damage, it's already too good, so let's give them this like this random bomb shit. Because it's also fire based and so on, right? So you rather have better Shuriken, because they are always good against every enemy, where sometimes the bombs are useless, against like the flame weed and a few of the enemies. Same with the fire Shuriken. However, against some enemies it's really good, like the mechanic enemies and so on, so it's kind of back and forth, right? So a passive then the boosting only the bombs like is something really crappy. No, I was saying that the bombs were actually, the only thing was actually okay, like skill damage. It sounded okay actually, particularly for me because I'm a ninja. But yeah, like I can't see it. And it felt really unfair. I have to say, it felt really unfair that nothing was like just. I mean, look at here. I have where's it? Where is it? Here we go. I have 285 news power, right? It's probably really high for my level. Like, I'm very ninja, and if I had like, if you look at so 40 plus, that's 40, right? That would still be almost, it would be more than, yeah, like the, it would be a 7. But you know, like, yeah, I think it's a reasonable, like, it would be about like, you know, 16% buff there, maybe a little more. But the total damage probably higher, like 20 or so, probably how the game can calculate it. I think so, probably be a little higher. So that would be a pretty good like damage boost to all my stuff, right? If I had that for Newtsu, but still had for magics, and I think it would be around the same magic power if you had the same level. So that sounded really good, like really good. I think so the clan was very like stuck at like the same level 2 times a week, likely because it's a bad. Then if you are a magic player, those players can take the skill and they're gonna keep using it because they are based around magic, so they really like that passive. That's gonna be the percentage pretty set for that. Where they, like if you like, let's say the Kama, and then you say no, I want to do this for instead, you can switch between those, or you're more like no, I want the experience, no, I want the armor instead, so on. But if you're a magic player, that thing just sounded really good. Like yes, you'll get less experience, but it's a lot better magic, right? Like I would take in that new thing easily. Like I didn't take the experience now anyway. But I have to say, I wanted to get just going for the more experience, would be the easiest one. And again, then if I iterate here, like it felt really that yeah, those experience ones, the item ones that was super high popularity makes sense, as none of the passive really were that good. So it's like, yeah, I just get more experience. That is easier to think about it, just get more experience. So you can really see why most people take the easy road there. But I think this one is good for the Kama. As I said again, that because it's both actually boosting your Kama and boosting your behind, like your backstab damage, which is something you do with Kama all the time anyway. So that's actually boosting both your Kama in both ways. Where most other stuff actually only boosted one of the things, right? So it's one of the few things that actually synergize. So and that's the end of this guide. That's supposed to guide. It's called the guide. It's called the Teahouse, you know, clan guide. But I see that as a man. I hope people understand here that I haven't tried all of them, so I can't say that I'm certain what I'm saying. But to my eyes, and you know, as my occupation, I've done a lot of balance designing games, a lot of like calculating. I'm very quick in my head on math, you know, and so on. And kind of like I can see kind of the healing threshold. So, for example, if something boosts your damage by 10%. That's not true in the game actually, because the game just has a kind of meter algorithm, right? So you having 10 more strength is gonna mean more than just pure 10 more attack power with your weapon and your immense defense and so on. And I feel that I have Nioh's kind of algorithm in my head pretty good by now, so I can say that this is gonna boost you this much in the actual game, right? With some certainty. So I feel that I'm probably correct to what I said here, to be honest, pretty much entirely, because it was very simple actually. Most of these clans were not playable, right? Most of them, there were 30 clans, but I'll say at 15 at most are playable, and the rest are just crap. So I hope you enjoyed it. And definitely comment if you if you have some more clan that you find are good. But I have a hard time seeing someone saying that, oh, the pirate is good. I was like, no, it's not good. It's a hard time seeing it. But sure, someone is probably gonna figure out that, well, if you use the pirate thing, not for the pirate, but for luck thing, but 10% water damage, then you have water magic, and you have this and this and this and this. This is super good to have water boost 10%. Maybe. It's maybe. So if you can prove me wrong, absolutely. Show me how that's done. I could see, I can see. I mean, I can't really see it, but this probably might be possible in this game. I haven't seen it yet in this game, so I don't think it's possible. But I would like that it's possible to go like, okay, I'm just gonna go, you know, lightning, 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 god, lightning, 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 and then this is super good, lightning sword, the Raikiri, and then this is like amazing. It might be true if you have everything in that element. However, though, even if you have that, I do have to say, I'm sure that if you face an enemy that's immune or pretty much immune to that element, what do you do then? So if they have a boss like that, they have to go and respec everything, right? So, yeah, see you guys next time. Hope you enjoy this.